Get it to pop up on the screen here. Get it to pop up on the screen here. There we go. We fixed it. There we go. We fixed it.
Want more for less? Spectrum delivers. Spectrum TV has tons of HD. Includes your favorite sports channels and all.
We fixed
Snap
it.
your W-2 and file Fed and State for free. Guaranteed.
I think so, anyways. My shit popped up. Yes, I'm a marijuana fucking fiend. I don't care. I could be doing this, or I could be booting fucking heroin in my arm. Right? Sitting in the back of the fucking Hannaford waiting for banana boxes because I gotta move out of my apartment again because I spent my rent money on crack. I could do that. I think I'm cool with my weed, bro. I'm gonna sit here and just OD on weed. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the main focus right now. I don't have any other plans. The main focus right now is get absolutely crippled. That'll make me feel better. Always does. We got enough to get it done, too. I got a gram of caviar right there. Can't really see that. There's no light. I got my pen. I got the full cartridge. And I got another cartridge. And then an eighth of sour kush. So we got enough to get it done at least. Take a snap off my vape right now. This is Poison Durban. And this one is Sweet Melon. Are they still broke or what? Yeah, Army. I also woke up angry. Oh, so it is working. Okay. Yeah, Army. I also woke up angry. I thought it wasn't working, man. My bad, my bad, my bad. Seems like you gotta start it up a couple of times and shut it down, and then it'll work. Morning, Army. How you doing, man? You just told me how you were doing. You woke up pissed, same as me. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you can't call my house and expect me to answer that shit. That ain't happening. What? Man, that shit got me. This wall bullshit. Oh my god. This wall bullshit is fucking amazing. It's amazing how many different people have so many different views on what a country should be. I mean, there's a literal definition of it. I just don't understand how we can misinterpret it. Thousands of people. Dude, I got videos of it. Back when I was bitching all the time about politics, I was even showing videos of people literally crossing from the top of New York, Syracuse, hell, even in my state, Maine, shit like that, in order to get into Toronto, where they would seek a goddamn, whatever you call them, a Monty, right? And then they would take them to jail on purpose. They were purposely trying to get caught, so that way they can get in front of a far cry left judge that would grant them amnesty. And then they would use that amnesty to get back down into fucking USA. Unbelievable. Oh man. And then if you don't want them, then you're a racist. It's so fucking stupid, dude. The left, I gotta admit, they're not that bright, but they are clever at turning language into weapons. So if you're a nationalist and you want to stand up for your country and you want a strong border and you want people to be inside of it to be healthy and clean, well then that means you're a racist. Oh, it's cold as fuck out here, man. We got almost 2.5, 3 feet of snow. If it wasn't so incredibly bright outside, I'd show you. The camera hates light, dude. At least mine does. I don't know if I broke it, but it hates light, dude. Like, watch. I'm going to turn on this lamp right here. You'll see what I mean. Let me turn this lamp on. Watch this. Look at that. Look how bright that is. Makes no sense. It's just a blob. I support immigration, just furious about caravans. Yeah. I support immigration too. I think any true liberal would support immigration, but there's a due process. And it slaps the people in the face, the foreign immigrants that are seeking asylum. It slaps them in the face when you have assholes in caravans just crossing the fucking border all willy-nilly, illegally. It slaps the people that are trying to do it the right way in the face. I work with illegals. Matter of fact, one of the fathers of the Catholic Church that I work with is from Africa. That guy's a fucking badass. And when he worked there, he was an illegal immigrant. He just got his citizenship at the end of 2018. See what I'm saying? But these are people that we're willing to work with. These are people that, we find value in. And there's value in almost every one of us if you're willing to look for it, right? But the thing about this whole migrant crisis is that it really, honestly, has nothing to do with the fact that we don't want the race. That has nothing to do with it. We don't want all the shit that comes along with an open border, like human trafficking, organ harvesting, drug trafficking, heroin epidemics. I mean, you name it, it's going on, human trafficking, rape trafficking, coyotes going rampant. And I'm not talking about animals, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about people that label themselves as coyotes that look for people that are seeking asylum and fucking kidnap them. But you don't hear about shit like that on the news. No, 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 no. They're all wonderful people, loving. And shame on the moms. You know that some of these immigrants, some of the women's daughters, younger daughters, are being caught with condoms and birth control because their parents know that when they send them across in some areas, they are going to get raped. It's gonna happen. So, you know what? Here's some fucking condoms. Here's some birth control. Just hope for the best. Just hope for the best. I mean, what? Why is that not a news situation? How come the parents that are sending these kids into that situation, how come they're not at fault in any way, shape, or form? No, it's America's fault. It's America's fault. We're the racist ones. There is no such thing as rape culture, bro. No such thing. There's no such thing. I could debunk it in a fucking flat second. And if you want to protect yourself, well then, sweetheart, you need to carry a gun. Because carrying a gun in your purse is a lot easier than carrying a cop around. You know what I mean? And what are you gonna do? Go to that little 911 station? Oh, excuse me, sir, can you stop raping me for 1 second so I can go and call the authorities? My goodness. You're really putting it on there. You're really getting it on. Islam promoted rape, thus is rape culture. Okay, I buy that. I mean, I can understand that an entire religion says right in the Quran to terrorize the non-believers, terrorize the infidels. For anyone that is idolaters, anyone that is the Christian scum and have turned their back on Allah, are the lowest creatures on earth. It says it right in the fucking Quran, bro. So a tall, white, hard-working Christian male like myself is enemy number fucking 1 right now. Enemy number 1. Huh. I think Muslims are badass. I work with quite a few of them at my hospital. And a lot of them are pretty cool. Some of them stink. I'm not even going to lie about that, dude. You know what they call that? The bruja. That's your bruja. And it's a male's musk is what it is. Because they don't shower like us. They don't. I'm sorry. It's just fact. I'm not trying to be mean. So when that dude walks by me, bro, I'm like, whoa. Like, that shit stinks. It's not like an American body odor. You know what I mean? American body odor is way worse. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. Exactly, bro. It's just, I'm right there on the same page as you. I have tolerance in my heart. I want to be a progressive person. I really do. But when it's used against me, when it's, you know what I'm trying to say. When it's used against you, and then you get ended up being the bigot when you were trying to do the right thing in the fucking first place. I'm sorry. America has the longest history of helping all kinds of countries. I mean, you could speculate if you want. Yeah, we did some bad things. I get that, but We have the longest history of taking in the most immigrants, doing the most good. Just saying. Ideology with extremism. Yeah. Hitler was a fan of Islam. Is that true? Hitler was a fan of Islam? What up, Wild Turkey? Hard to reconcile ideology with extremism in any group. Right, so what do we do about Islam then? If we can't re-educate, then what do we do? Fight us friendly Canadians have always had strict immigration laws. You know what I mean? There's no border wall between us and Canada. Hasn't been. You know, and we've never had a situation between us and Canada where we've had to, you know, take care of it. It's only now that they're talking about a wall between America and Canada. And why the fuck do you think that is? It ain't because of America. That's for goddamn sure. He's mad because his girl walked out when he was sleeping. You got me, bro. You got me, man. I woke up, I was like, where is she? Where the fuck is she? Trump 2020, Wild Turkey, Hitler, Muhammad, both had a shared enemy. The Jews. I gotcha. Okay. So it's all about Jews, huh? I heard it was a 9-year-old army. Is it 6 or 9? I don't know. I always get confused. How the fuck does Canada suck? Canada's badass. Fuck Democrats. Trump 2020. My mom and my grandfather were Democrats for a while until they started seeing all the crazy shit going on. Now they just go vote. I don't think they label themselves as any party at the moment. I rub tartar sauce in my armpits. Canada sucks. That's why we need a wall. Those maple leaf asses. We need a moat filled with beavers. Are you a Trump supporter and a Republican? Well, geez, that's a little personal, don't you think? I mean, usually I get kissed before I get fucked, you know? Jeez, bud. It's not personal. What do you mean it's not personal? I think where you stand in politics is incredibly personal because next thing you know, the second you say you're a Trump supporter or not a Trump supporter, everybody judges you, right? They judge you. That makes it personal. Anything that can get you judged on, like your teeth, your nose, your eyes, you know, the size of your penis, for example, can get you judged. Therefore, it's personal. Oh, baby. I'm a Trump supporter. You see what I'm saying? Now everybody's about to judge Army. They're judging him right now. Judge. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I supported Trump in the beginning, but if Trump isn't going to stand up to internet censorship and if he's not going to stand up to the big tech giants running us over with 5G technology and creating a brand new infrastructure that's going to allow basically the surveillance state of China, you know, the communistic style face recognition, Skynet, RFID chips, all that shit is coming down the pike. And if Trump isn't going to stand in the fucking way of that, then I'm going to have to abandon Trump, bro. That's just my opinion. We need a Trump to sort out Brexit? Yeah, well, you know, I said we needed Le Pen. Le Pen was probably one of the best bets, and then guess what happened? You got fucking Macron. And now he's a piece of shit. And now look at France. France has been in turmoil for a month. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Look at that. Look. And that would have been America if Hillary fucking got into office. We would look just like France right now. Guaranteed. $12 billion to Syria as a donation. Yeah, dude, I don't get it, dude. Like we spend almost $50 billion a year to basically house immigrants, but yet we can't come up with the $5 billion for the wall. We spent I think it was like $80 billion on a wall over like in fucking Syria and shit like that to divide them because there was a lot of killings going on. What was it, Gaza and shit like that? I can't remember where the hell they got that wall. Anyways, it cost a lot of money. It was like 80 billion bucks, but we can't come up with the 5 billion somehow. Theresa May, dude, I got no respect for her, bro. That's what I'm saying, dude. Let me tell you the hot news. Alright, tomorrow's news today. You guys ready for this? And you can debate it, whatever. I don't care. This is not my opinion. This is only what I heard, okay? You ready? Alright. Here we go. There's a man by the name of Dr. Jerome Corsi. For a brief time, I'm not reading any comments. I'm just going to hit this story right quick just so you guys can hear it first, okay? There's a man named Dr. Jerome Corsi. He worked for a brief time for Alex Jones, okay? Alex Jones and David Jones, Alex Jones is his father, are both under investigation right now for paying off Jerome Corsi for hush money in a boxing glove, okay? Now that money will obviously be directly connected to Trump and the Moscow investigations that Roger Stone was being investigated for. So who do we got at the table here? Roger Stone, David Jones, Alex Jones, and Dr. Jerome Corsi. These four people are now directly being investigated by FBI to see if they had direct connections to Trump and had Jerome Corsi paid off not to advise Trump about the Moscow connections, which would be a foreign. Now, listen to me here, okay? This is not a regular indictment or a regular impeachment, because if it was, then Trump would step down, Pence would step up, then Pence could pardon Trump, then Trump could be vice president, right? That's not how foreign situations go. If this is a foreign indictment, then it'll get rid of both seats at the same time. Trump and Pence will be gone, which will put the House Speaker as president. That's Nazi Pelosi, okay? Nazi Pelosi. And then she's obviously going to put Hillary Clinton as the vice president and then resign herself, leaving Hillary as president. You heard it here first. I don't know, dude. It just seems like that's what's boiling up. That's what a lot of my media channels are talking about. I was reading it, you know, you got Matt Drudge. A lot of these guys are talking about, like, that seems to be the plan. Seems that it's always been the plan. I don't even know how Nancy got to the fucking House Speaker. And, you know, Chuck Schumer was part of the last government shutdown, right? Now, if you call this a shutdown, then you might find this insulting. I just don't find that you're that informed. This is not a shutdown. This is a motherfucking standoff between people that are trying to shut down our country. That's what the fuck it is. But, I mean, it is, whatever. Careful you don't Bill Cooper yourself. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know, man. You think the FBI would knock at my door? I doubt it, bro. It wouldn't be that hard to find. I live on the same street as City Hall. Actually, Trump was there to facilitate a crazy hard left government. I just don't know what's gonna happen. And we'll see. You know, as far as this whole wall goes, you know, they're calling it the Trump shutdown, which I think is fucking hilarious. Do you realize that Chuck Schumer and fucking Nancy Pelosi, they've been in office since the fucking 80s? And Trump's been in office for literally 2 years? And they're blaming all of this mess on Trump? How the fuck does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? Jesus. That's like my house is trashed. And then I invite you over to smoke some weed. You're sitting on my couch, and then I start getting pissed off at you. Like, dude, why the fuck did you make my house messy? And you're looking at me like I'm a lunatic. As rightfully so, you should. I don't get it. Damn, my ear is just up. Good time to pack a bowl, I guess. The conversation died down a little bit. There's something to break my weed up on, though. What the fuck happened, man? To my comments, brothers. Did you guys just stop talking, or did comments break again?
Say there was a perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. That place wouldn't be a warehouse. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Snap your W-2 and file Fed and State for free.
I love this song, dude. I can say is this fucking weed is very crispy. I can feel it all over my fingers. Ooh, before I lose this. There we go, man. About time to start jamming, I think. That's pretty good. About time to get fucking on this guitar here, I'm thinking. Doing pretty good. I don't know, dude. I thought they were broken. Fatality! What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a hot minute, man. How was your 2018, man? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's Eve? How was, you know? Haven't seen you in a minute. All hell for a basement, my big sugar. By big sugar? All hell for a basement. I guess I don't get that one. Damn it! Dude, Army, do we have enough to get it done, brother? Do we have enough to get it done? Yes, we do. Dude, a lot of people were dying. Like, I seriously am not kidding. Like, I knew a couple of people that ended up passing away. And a couple of my coworkers had people that ended up passing away. I was like, God damn, dude, what the hell? God had to fill up his quota, I guess, for the end of the year. I don't know, man. That was like... For reals, bro. For reals. You know, and I work in a hospital. So every day I'm reminded of mortality. Every goddamn day. And I get the luxury of going into the intensive care unit, the respiratory unit, and cleaning up the rooms for some of these people that are very sick and they're going through incredibly hard times. And when I see family and everything come in, and then I see certain patients take a turn for the worst. There's other patients that I actually follow very closely. There was one that was there for 97 or 98 days. He was on the 5th floor. Then he moved to ICU. I didn't think he was going to come out of ICU. And then he was moved down to 4th floor, room 420, of all places. I was like, all right, so I kept a close eye on him. I made sure his room was taken care of every damn day. And, you know, you get attached to some of these people. And you come home. I mean, if you look at it in a negative light, then it could wear on you. But if you look at it in a positive light, you know, and you come home and you're like, you know, time is short and things are fragile, and I got to do what's important. You know, I got to do exactly what makes me happy, because I might not be here tomorrow. And that's exactly the mentality I get to come home with almost every single day. And I wouldn't change it for the world. It's a blessing. It really is.
Next to a loud heater. Or you could just trust Duracell.
Ah, come over here, you bastard. Oh, come over here, you bastard. Oh, you feel that? You feel that? Get all up in there. That's right. Ah. The hell are we listening to? No. Put on a little DVSR, goddammit. Well, all hell for a basement. All right. I didn't know it was a song. I'm sorry. All hell. Wait. All hell for a basement. All hell for a basement. Big Sugar. Okay, I got it. I got it, buddy. I'm sorry. It's got a little feel-good vibe, huh? I went to Vistaprint, man. You can get like 500 business cards for like $20 through Vistaprint. I like it. Nice. Something about not using monitor speakers. I don't use a guitar amp. A lot of people, like, when I first came on the scene with my guitar, almost everybody said I wasn't really playing guitar because they couldn't hear the feedback from the guitar amplifier. That's because I don't use one. Whoa. You're my Black Gordon Ramsay fatality, and don't forget it. Now fuck off! you, and you. Touch it. Just fucking touch it. Oh, it's raw! It's fucking raw! And you would down that? Fuck off! Yes, chef. Yes, chef. I'll try better, chef. Yes, chef. Fuck off! Well, yeah. Pretty good jam. Ooh. I like Rain Akindo a lot. Here's a band I listen to on my own. I don't listen to these guys so much. We went from that to Bieber. Oh, man. I like these kids a lot. Fucking bug me, man.
By the way, I'm trying to get the words out of my mouth, but I can't make a sound. So you left me lying here in my bed, and you're rolling off of him. When everything in my world was
there we go, we fixed it. There you go. I like this shit.
It wasn't long ago when I could feel the breeze of you blowing on my skin. I could feel your touch as your arms were closing in. If I could muster a sound to sing this song I love, just like the nightingale. Whoa, whoa, no.
I don't know who James Harden is. I'm not too hip, I guess. I know. Everything on TV is fake, dude. I mean, you can't believe nothing. I just like them.
If the tables had been turned, you could never go without you by my side. I'm reminded every day how I can feel the breeze of you blowing on my skin. I can feel your touch as your arms are closing in. If I
those kids. They're young, they're fresh. I like them. They got a good sound. Almost choke slam an executive for yelling at me. They pull me off him. Gotta be careful. Temper, temper. Balls make me cough my ass off, dude. Gotta piss me off because I'm nice. No. Some of the nicest guys are the most vicious. Be careful. Is it now? I was thinking about buying it. You know what I ended up buying? I got that Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition, for $20. I couldn't pass it up. No, we don't get mad. We're calculated. I'm not mad when I'm choking you out. I thought about this for a long time. Yeah, like, right? So if you stop talking, then it's probably a good idea to just leave you the fuck alone, right? Speaking of choking and fatalities, have you motherfuckers seen Mortal Kombat 11 yet? God damn, that shit looks badass. I'm gonna pick it up, I think. That game looks sick. April 23rd, baby! Woo! And my birthday's the 9th, so I might just get me that game for my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because my little niece was born on the same day as me, Shelby. And so we usually celebrate her birthday anyway, so I might just move my birthday up to the old 23rd, you know? We usually celebrate it somewhere in April. See you later, Army. Thanks for coming in, bro. It's on the 9th of April. I'll be 35 years old. feeling? Getting all crazy. Just a few months, huh? And you need to respect your elders, Fatality. Yeah, my wife's birthday is July 21st. So you guys are like almost real close. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Cease and desist. Time to start doing my hand stretches. I want to play guitar in a minute. Do it. This is my favorite band, dude, right now. They're called... Check them out. Check them out, Fatality. And don't give me this bullshit like, yeah, maybe I will. Do it. They're called DVSR. You can't forget it. DVSR. 4 letters. DVSR. They're amazing. This is it, dude. This is it. This is the sound that I've been looking for. Finally, I found a band that is right up where I want it to be. You know what I mean? This is what I want to aspire to be. Not something like that, but maybe I'm thinking a little more haunting because I like shit. I like shit to be more haunting and like evil sounding and shit. But that's just my opinion. But no, I really like DVS's sound. DVSR's sound. It's good as shit. It's good as shit. This guy's got a great feeling. A tongue twisting rap. I can still do it. I know exactly what you're saying, man. Nobody fast raps no more, man. But you know what I thought was interesting? Like, most of us still listen to the same rap from the 90s. I know I do. Look whatever happened to Twister? You know what I mean? Like, whatever happened to Twister and Flesh and Bone? He went off solo for a while and did his own thing. That's what I'm saying. Flesh and Bone went off on his own for a little while. He had some really good jams, man. I thought like he was doing his thing. Yeah, man. Let's hear that shit. I haven't heard that shit in fucking forever, dude. Flesh and Bone. What was that fucking album called, though? Hold up. Flesh and Bone solo album. One of Bone's sons? What? That's hot. You know, like, whatever happened to jams like this?
Crazy by the flesh. Made crazy by the flesh. Made crazy by the flesh. Made crazy by the flesh.
Whatever happened to this? Oh my god. Hold the fuck up. Let me have a nostalgic moment, because I gotta just be sitting in here and I'm fucking smoking, woke up, pissed the fuck off, and I don't get a shit, because I know I gotta get it up. And I gotta go with it.
It ain't shit, thought you knew me till I made it. No, nothing up in the package explosion. Check out, I'm serving from the ceiling. It took through the screen, I sucked the thought I don't sink.
Oh my god!
Hanging, swinging with the cheese, give each other beat, mess around. Everybody talking shit, steady reminiscing on back in the days, how they used to roll back, roll. Nigga making this money, then it double this. Reason why y'all call them static psycho. Gonna break loose, nigga, twist the tongue, ripping through the traffic. Packing your gun in your lap just in case of a check. And you giving you dark smash in the middle of the daylight.
This shit goes too hard. That's why they had to break it. They had to take it down. This shit was going too hard, man. Too hard. I'm made crazy by the flesh. I'm made crazy by the flesh.
Bitch, you slipping, you better gon' chalk it to the reaper, fucking sneaker, call a nigga floss and drop the money, choose keys to the vehicle, to please speed on your tossed and a golf and taking a loss and coming up to me off that a minute of a time, but they make it good and it for the love of more money, man. Bang more brains, the you should understood this off of my thing and sang through the flesh brain. Ain't niggas ain't up on my level, devil took the niggas that better be stayed in the grave, they nigga bitch stitch my shovel, done all I dirt, put in the works and the curse on any person they come with the click sign. Niggas coming guns, swimming through this one, split your shit quick slang, bang, motherfuckers on top of the hit, speed and hit me behind, getting a job done right every time. Some nigga wanna get his contract expired. Never get tired of bugging niggas. Keep on pissing and killer and they make them my day. Put an AK, baby, don't play. Wanna fuck with my pay. I get the blow his ass away. They try to fade me. That nigga know what the hardest. One of the hardest thugs in the land. Bringing you this shit if you looking to start it. I'm a minute shit, ain't problem solving. If you're gonna cause it, you be taken care of. And I know that you're scared of my niggas that hurt you down.
I'm made crazy by the flesh. Jesus. I don't know, man. Yeah, I see him now, but for a second there, nothing was going through. I think, shit got fucked up.
Better clear the way up my warpath. Another madman done blasted up out of the cycle war. So label me 5150. You wanna fuck with me? Better pray to my Lord. I'm gonna torture body, burn, scorch. Not one of my enemies gonna survive. Died in a Holocaust. Caught up in destruction. Look, I'm on fire. Taking my time. Looking for the fight. Try to waste attack on after midnight. Getting high.
Just had a hiccup, I guess.
Living a life inside. Get him up in prime time. We was running up against a winter soldier. Then I'ma take him into the darkness. All of my same anybody partners. Even when they run home with the hardest. Look at my father. Stuck with it. We are most thugs. Back at your blocks for the war with its song with the mighty. Warrior soldiers. No love for the best to keep them playing. Hating steady. Then they ride us down. Always down with the army. We stand alone. Bone thugs and harmony. Kicking motherfuckers out. They get falling them out. Check any niggas with a slug in their chest. And they made a part of the blood. But they made it. The rest they for fucking with flashy. The nigga put on the vest. And I'ma aim for they tone. Gotta get in there for sure. So don't try to play with the people. Get stayed away. You tell they best shit to let y'all know.
This fucking album. This album was amazing. What? This is my childhood. This is my roots. This is what I want to, like, you see how evil and creepy that is? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I want to take elements like this, soundtracks, right? Make a beautiful, fucking amazing soundtrack. Then put that in the background. I don't even want to tell you how I'm going to do it because then I'm going to give you ideas and shit.
Making sure to ignite the whole area, carry your body buried in your front lawn. Broken fuse and you how I'm using you fools all abuse. Find a sorta like a mystery, wondering how in the hell you keep losing. Check how I keep schooling these niggas. Make history, give it a time, it's over. You hung upside down by your feet, finessing and swinging. Somebody sooner should have showed it toe. Just a little something shit to get you sprung out and hanging. I bet that I'm mangling it, person strangling it. Slapping front of the tango with me. When the brawl goes down, look around through the city, tow it up with your man, still ready when they hit the sea. It's all up in my flesh and bone deep within. One flip of my tongue and you niggas are hung too late consuming sin. Mystic spirits all up in my flesh and bone deep within. One flip of my tongue and you niggas are hung too late consuming sin. Mystic spirits all up in my flesh and bone deep within.
Comments are hicked up again. I can see you commenting on here though. What up, Callie? What up, Callie? Yes, it is. But I can see your comments. It's all good. See you, bro. There they are. They're working again. One flip of my tongue and you niggas are hung too late consuming sin. Mystic spirits all over my flesh and bone deep within. One flip of my tongue and you niggas are hung too late consuming sin. Mystic spirits all over my flesh and bone deep within. One flip of my tongue and you niggas are hung too late consuming sin. Mystic spirits all over my flesh and bone deep within. One flip of my tongue and you niggas are hung too late consuming sin. Took me years to flow like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll be sitting in my room just practicing it. Practicing. Practicing. This music is not terrible. You're just too young. Beetlejuice. Oh. Yeah, I know, right? Everybody's bored, man. It's a Monday. I don't know. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma, Borderlands, Handsome Jack Collection, and I just bought Horizon Zero Dawn for $20. This guy fucks his mom. Paraplegic Pete. Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny. Paraplegic. Jeez.
Holiday party get a little festive.
Yeah, it was fun, but don't stress.
At H&R Block, you could get an advance on your tax refund.
I know life's Borderlands.
Well, you gotta invite me next time.
Dude.
At H&R Block, you could get a refund advance up to $3,000.
I'm still trying to cap out on that game after all these years. Level 76. Level 76. I got 4 more levels to go.
The new $1 Grande Burritos from Taco Bell's new Cravings Value Menu. Value beyond belief.
All my niggas, my niggas, my niggas, all my niggas, killing me,
Killer.
If you're down a glide and slide on the clear, then let's ride. Tony Tone, roll with bone on the dark side. But when you come, just bring your guns with ya. If you're a buster, niggas gon' have fun with ya. So nigga, don't get me wrong, my niggas swing them things, bang some brains, slag it, yeah, yo, it all remains the same. Stepping your catches some good shots, murder one on the clear like God. Hold up, what's up, nigga, get your, put them in the mud, pop in, I can't stop now. Nigga that I fuck with, kill, pop to the chest, how does it feel? And nigga, we feel cast back.
Killer.
I wish you would try to get some
Rick Wrong, bitch. Nigga, don't test my hood.
A first degree murder and wig, split a grave, digger, digging a ditch.
In the bitch.
And the snitches in the pit, so
Don't fuck with
them niggas off the 9-9. The foundation of niggas committing a crime and murdering every time. Niggas beware, niggas gonna clear, mobbing like some soldiers. Watch me fold ya, but
acting like somebody never told ya.
So off we go to the bloody road.
What?
Bless some souls with that 9-shot, giving props to the God. Wanna let my shell down, hit a lick, now give me the goodies, ain't nigga me dash. I reach for the gauge, man. Shut up on 87 in class. Thinking I'm chestnut, your nuts, fuck you, feeling the red for the graveyard. Thugging up with the graveyard shit, then coming up for your whole court. Bitch, scared this niggas, brother, that clearly some of them chop chop.
You rap like a Jew, fasting for young caper, Mr. Kalu. Thank you. Niggas up to no good. Yeah, right. Ain't no wrong with welfare, man. My grandmama packed his mommy and us double sisters is on that welfare, man. That shit help, bro.
Don't get too much
chance hoodie night with my pipe, thugging down the double block, trying to get my third bump. Watching my back while 6'5" try to roll low. But one to the suckers headed to a belly down. I keep my creep, I keep the reaper smoke on the
Oh, I miss this old shit, bro. Riff collects old news, old. Oh, how the fuck do you know that? You don't know where they are. You don't know where they are. That's for sure. Okay, so. You want a reaction? Kill yourselves, troll! With the buck. Where you at? Cool head. Let the body get short. What the motherfucker want? Man, I missed the shit. Are you serious? Man. What? Come on, baby. Dear Mr. Ouija. That shows you, bro. Dude, like you act like nobody has smartphones and they can walk around and go into people's cell phones. That just shows you broke, man. You always in people's streams. That means you got no life, man. Shows you broke. Got you dead to rights, motherfucker. Crazy instinct to the brain. Hey, we slave the niggas that think we play. Niggas we deadly with the guns, so skibbity dipped in bone. Even the money's still up in the house we did. Kill them all, murder, that's what Ouija said. Gotta put one in your head. We ain't gonna serve ya. More murder, more murder, more murder, more murder, more murder, more murder. Beetle, you phone me now. Hey, TNT this bitch. Here we go. Living up daily. Murder them, baby. Get him up with him, see him on the corner and he's slinging them drugs. Giving them shots out to the Glock like 88, 55. Popping them slugs. Niggas me fit him, me tell him it's honest with 12 gauge eruption. And I'm on the road in the shots of the city. Be bustin', they bout to be bustin' me killer. With a buckshot, I'm a billion. I'm with a assassin, still a real nigga down for my crime. Niggas be down to the stake to the grind. Niggas is going insane, taking a shot to the brain. And mine, so call it a shame, but wet me the thing up off of this murder game. And I'm feeling not a bit remorseful. My truck is so forceful. So play your hate when I'm in your town. The nigga be bustin' them down. And I'm giving up peace to the hustlers. The stills and truckers, busters. Trick them and gunners, my murder been style. Now put them on the ground, lay down. Nigga take my thing, the way that we swing when I'm coming to serve you. With a nine cocked in, ready to pop, letting off shots, lazy be screaming, I'm murder, more murder. Like a wigger that loves fucking buck-tooth their fat bitches. Yes, I've had a couple. I have. Okay. I am a fan of a nice round ass. Let it be known. Let it be known that I'm a fan of the nice round asses. To the ground, and leave it alone. Nigga wanna die when fucking weird. No thug nigga, we kill them, bitch. Now you wanna get some bang, bang. Nigga wanna die when I let us hang. What is it in me? Make me feel like I got to murder ya. You slip when I'm high. Pulling my ticket, nigga, you can die, soldier. For killers, we creeping, they coming to hurt ya. More murder. Better back that line. Feeling like killing your time tonight. You don't want no hit that clock on. But I pop, 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 don't stop.
We all about murder mode.
15 on sugar, no thug, let go.
We straight from Cleveland. Fuck that nigga, you bleeding. You don't wanna fuck with bone.
Most of the niggas get bone.
If you wanna die by, see you ain't gonna let
Mama cry.
Watch most of the killers pump, pump. Put him in the ground with his head blown.
No, I'm a murder, I'm a murder, I'm a murder. Fucking hey, brother. Where is all the good rap? Where is all the good rap?
It's 1999, my nigga.
You remember this shit?
Think about back in the days when the year was 89, little nigga on the grind. Gotta get my dough, my crime with two in here. Steady stacking my ends, put my start down on the
Funky Cold Medina. This is playing Cali.
Stack right, take much love, keep a nigga on his toes in the game. It's an everyday thing when you listen to tank. Gotta make it grand at least daily, man. Them Cleveland hustlers, living no busters, stuck to the heartbeat of niggas from the land fool. And the old school, just like I just said, the team who fucking with true. Rest in peace, little nigga, rest and stress that bone, little smoking no bud. Cause a nigga moped up, calling out my niggas when it's time to nut. In the 99, niggas gon' jump to the number one.
Yeah, buddy.
Cleveland is the city where a nigga come from, slinging them diggers and smoke on.
With the bug, with the nigga with the bug, with the fibros. 61 on the end. Down 71 to get away. Yes. Hold up, hold up. Down 71 to get away. There it is.
You can get customized
I love this
insurance
song, man.
and save money
I love it.
with Liberty Mutual.
I love it, and I think it's amazing. Fuck that.
Man, put that shit out. You smoking no motherfucking weed. Yeah, fuck that, man. They got my nigga. Man, that shit ain't on his hand. Okay, order in the court.
People versus Bone Thugs and Harmony, case number C601999.
Will the defendant please stand? Is there anything you wish to say on this matter before sentencing, Busy Bone?
No, man.
The court sentences you to death by electric chair.
We had to get him up with 2 guns, but it's side by side with number one. Minimum drop my beach, I don't wanna follow chasing to catch me dead, then I'm done. Rip ripping the 6-shot, one soul spilling, never let him let on top of that, that it had me cup, let a lazy blue is get up, the bullets that's supposed to get lit up. Number one, Mr. Dougie, but the gun already booked him, was scared, I must have left on a double block. Roll up a rock,
Comment hiccup.
I'm feeling it, ripping up the trench, I'm feeling water, chilling, very feeling in the ceiling, ain't no telling where I'm gonna be dwelling. One is five, then pick up a piece and shot it, then the back is what I feel, the city just guns up in his body, got from the smoke coming from the barrel of me, oh, what it up, I'm young, on the dead end, they sit in, and they let in, they wanna make up in the coffin, everywhere was yelling and wailing, I went unconscious from the stomp and taking the loss and waking up in the
Yeah, it's kind of, the comments are all screwed up. But I can read them all. Paul joins. What are you guys on Skype or some shit? What is it? Google Hangouts? Woo-hoo. Ziggy. Major laughter. Keep booking them faster. Oh, comments are back again. Can't be safe. Blast on the gas, get a rip in the best, smack them. All of me Russians got plenty of ammunition,
Get away, find a getaway. Niggas got too risque, and it's never too late. When your next started right, nigga just can't tell the fuck way. We steadily running down, they coming up to the front, they barricaded, and I put a grenade. Tossed it down, let it explode. We made it, creeping through the courtyard. Some crazy feeling safety coming, hitting the fist and jumping and quick. Crazy taking them bullets on me.
Well, it seems as if them boys are busy and lazy and got themselves into
I have no mic, you gay. How in the fuck do you not have a mic? That proves you're broke. I see the watchers are here. I get those. Well, some people don't like me. It happens. Smooth and nigga make good. Came up quick to the grind out with it till midnight till we ride out. And it goes so we can drive out while we waited. We all got tried out. If you's a thuggish, ruggish thug, nigga scream out. Took one of my niggas off the road, now we got one more to go. In the car we all waited so we could get fried out, fool. Them color man, Mr. Bill Collector, need a money, no.
It started when Bonnie denied me my Silas-like immortality. Of course, because Catherine...
Alright. Beetle, I'd rip your eyeballs out. That would be kind of gross. Might want to wear a glove before you do that. Golly, I think you believe you're a good troll, which in fact, you can't troll. Shit, bro. I'm grinding my morning meds. I took mine too, buddy. All 3 of them. I need my caffeine. I need my 4th medication this morning, which is caffeine. Oh man. I did that at 6 a.m. Beetle, I'd fucking web you. What? I'm lost. I don't know how one webs. Jesus. I will fucking web you. Just like Riff's mom. She's a fat cunt. Well, yeah. That's why she hired me to lift her out of the tub. What's the big deal? Alright. We need some jammy jams. Alright. My favorite stuff when I want to troll people, this is what I play. Disco Italiano. Oh, god damn. This is the best. Peter, why has it took you 3 years? Look how every time you walk the dog, you see me. Fatality fucked 4 bitches to this song at once. And then he built a wall. But, Callie, we only got one chance to make love work. Maybe. That could be why they silenced a lot of right-wing fucking news media beforehand, so they could make a move on Trump. That makes sense to me. Let's give love a chance. Whoa, it's only one night to give Trump a chance. It's only one night. Oh, oh, give Trump a chance. It's only one night. It's only one wall. Let's give Trump a chance. Comments it up. So we got this dude is gayer than RuPaul. RuPaul ain't gay anymore. You need to get your facts straight. And how dare you assume my gender? I'm offended. Truly. He's an artist. 8 years at Mental Institute. I'm not insane. They fucking cured me, bro. I was in there for 8 years, dude. I'm fucking cured. Certified. Since when is gay a gender? Since always, since they passed the law, are you not aware that there's like 76 genders? God. Read a book. God. Let's give love a chance. Let's give Trump a chance. It's only one wall. Let's give Trump a chance.
I save money with Liberty Mutual's customized insurance. Some of it went towards a family trip. I can't say where.
What was that? All I know is that this is another jam. Male, female, and transgender are genders. Yeah, well, you know, and then you got cisgender, then binary gender, then non-gender, and then Christ, you can identify as whatever the fuck you want. You can identify as anything, you know? So, I mean, there's all kinds of genders, dude. All kinds. Just ask Google how many genders there are, right? You get your answer. I mean, in New York, there's like 36 genders. And then in California, there's like 70-something genders. So it really just depends on where you live. You know, there might be more genders in your neighborhood. You just gotta reference it.
Makes a hero hide. So here comes to me.
I want to be gender free. Oh, build that wall. I want to be gender free. Build a wall. I wish they built that silly wall. Beetle, phone the police. Kissing Rosie's ass. I don't know like any of these people. Pigeon, I know Pigeon.
Looking for a mysterious crown buried in the ground.
I haven't seen him stream in friggin' forever though. Does he still stream?
A secret hovering high over uncanny size. So here comes to me.
Does Pigeon still stream?
I wish I don't know where, going nowhere.
Do it! Do it! And then we can build a wall around California too. Because that'll be Russian territory. So there you go. Then we can all live happily ever after. You know, because we bought Alaska from the Russians, so they want California from us. That's a fair trade. Hey, we should see if he does it just for California. That'd be awesome. Whoops. Aw. I ruined it. I had to get some fucking breakfast here in a little bit. Pigeon, them videos are cringeworthy. I know what you guys don't like.
The instantaneous. Everyone who voted for Donald Trump, everyone who's ever worn a MAGA hat, everyone who says that liberty is more important than safety would be sent to a re-education camp to be tortured, to be, just starved, to be brainwashed into being a good little cult follower, or else they're seen as a threat. They're seen as dangerous because they don't submit to the tyranny. And this is this is the level that we're at. This is the level that we're under. Now, I blew right through the time that I needed to pitch to this next segment because John Bound did a wonderful breakdown of what is going on with the shutdown showdown that we were talking about last segment. But then just going to Twitter and seeing all of the nonsense still going on, I had to talk about this, and I have to try to illustrate the fact that we are at war, that the forces of evil are arrayed against us, and they are telling us the most sick and disgusting things outright. They're not even hiding it anymore. They're just coming out and saying, we want re-education camps, we want to destroy the church, we want statues of Satan at our courthouses. I retweeted yesterday, Austin Fletcher found this, I think it's somewhat old, interview with Ellen and Sandra Bullock, where Sandra Bullock is discussing a new micro-needling facial treatment that injects serum extracted from the foreskin of a Korean baby. And the audience erupts in laughter. Last week, we had the story about injecting new blood into old people to try to transfer the life and vitality of the young into the old. We are literally dealing with a society of zombies and vampires that are just engaged in the most disgusting and outrageous acts, and then want to tell you that Christianity is evil. Yeah, so I say, get with the times, you stupid conservatives. It's time to rub foreskins on your face, inject the blood of the young into your veins, erect statues of Satan, eat insects, and cut your dick off. It's 2019, y'all. Get with the times. This is what's arrayed against us. This is the evil. This is the forces of Satan, the forces of hell that are bubbling up into this world and attempting to overtake decent, kind, respectable people who are trying to destroy their faith in God, who are trying to tell them that Jesus isn't Lord, that he's boiling in feces in hell. This is the belief system of the people that we are battling. If you, like us here at InfoWars, recognize the forces of evil, if you see the darkness spreading from the depths of hell and overtaking the light, go to InfoWarsStore.com and help us fight the darkness back. Help us defeat these evil people wherever we find them. InfoWarsStore.com. As you know, we always have great deals because we're trying to get you the supplements that you need, the water filter, the air filter. We need everyone out there to be top of their game. We need that masculinity on our side. We need to counter the fluoride and the poisons and the atrazine and the chemicals and the plastics that are sapping us of our vitality, sapping us of our ability to resist against the people that would tyrannize us, against the people that would crush us, against the people who have their boots on our necks for all of eternity. Okay, so go to InfoWarsStore.com. Not only does your purchase help us wage this war and complete this campaign of all-out destruction that we are engaged in with the Satanists and the atheists that are attempting to destroy our way of life, these cultural predators that we are facing off against. Not only are you supporting that, but these are products that you actually need to be at your best, to have that combination of a fit body, right? You have to be able to not be held back. If you're like, oh, I'd love to go march, but my knee's acting up again, so I guess I'll sit this one out. All right, that's one less soldier we have on the battlefield. So get the bodies with the turmeric root that will help your joints, that will help ease the aches and pains of everyday life. Get the super male vitality, which does an amazing job counteracting the anti-masculine, anti-testosterone, estrogen, and phytoestrogen, estrogen mimickers that are being injected in all of our food. And just know, folks, it's not an accident People out there act like it's, whoops, there's tons of estrogen in all of our foods. Whoops, all of the wildlife is being turned being turned into hermaphrodites and being turned into homosexuals. Whoopsies, it's a plan, it's a conspiracy, and it's working.
CBD.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the complete internet takeover plan, blueprints. Within 3 months, every computer device in the country already has the back doors built into it with devices made 5-6 years ago, will be broken into via your terms of service. You won't be allowed to not have it on there. By the Southern Poverty Law Center, the ADL, by Media Matters, George Soros, and by the main neocon think tanks, with Defense Department yearly funding that Obama put in place, with oversight by special offices set up by Obama and Hillary at the CIA. This is way beyond 1984. Obama, with the neocons, with large sections of U.S. intelligence, Defense Department, all of it, set up a total internet kill switch system that is manned by at least 100,000 people right now, with heads-up displays on your phone, on your computer, live time. It's already being beta tested, and in 3 months, it rolls out all new devices. Microsoft, Apple, Google. The idea that Apple says what happens on your phone stays on your phone, that is the biggest joke on the planet. And we have neocons at major events admitting this. We have all the articles admitting it. They're just bragging. They say, you think Alex Jones was a big deal. You think us banning thousands of conservatives was a big deal. We only did that to get the left wing on board. The Democrats are so sick and tired of their own constituents being anti-war and everything. We're going to ban all of them, and then the conservatives who feel like they've been wronged are going to take the bait. And once that's done, we're going to set the precedent to ban everybody. So once they get the KKK, then they get Alex Jones, then they get, Antifa. Then the conservatives come and say, yeah, you take them off too. And then you see Jack Sprat could eat no fat. And his wife could eat no lean. So between the two of them, they licked the platter clean. Conservatives want to censor the liberals. Liberals want to censor the conservatives. And it's the old saying of, first they came for this group, then they came for that group, and then when they came for me, there was nobody left to stand up for me. This is an exact plan where you pick off one person, and then another, and then another, and then a whole group, and then thousands in a day, and thousands the next day, and thousands the next day. And then you people are getting upset. Let's cycle back. Okay, we're going to quit. We apologize. But here's the mega scandal. Here's the takeaway. Hiding in plain view, the head of Google, the head of Facebook, the head of Twitter, the head of all these groups, they go to Congress, and they say, we've never censored anybody. We've never manipulated search results. We've never been paid to promote a search result. That's the whole model. It's like saying the American flag doesn't have red on it. And so it's all a psychological plan. And only by being aware of it, only by being conscious of it, only by understanding it do we have any chance to beat it. Google Soros funds Facebook new fact checkers. That's a Newsbusters article. How a neocon-backed fact checker plans to wage war independent news. And it goes through all of how they're going to do it and how they're going to ban liberals, conservatives, everybody. It's all over. They're ending the internet. Except it's a psychology experiment, a giant re-education camp, where it's 100,000 now. They plan to leverage it up to about 10 million people whose jobs will be watching everything you do and telling you what to do over the smartphone. I mean, total control at device level.
What's up? What's up? Season pass to what? What game you playing, Wig? What game you playing, Wig?
Liberty, it's your move. You're listening to The David Knight Show. Nancy Nancy Pelosi still doesn't understand that there is and has been a new sheriff in town. Instead, she and her deflect the blame game socialist Democrats take zero responsibility for their actions as Washington, D.C. endures the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
Don't you, as Speaker of the House, have an obligation to be at the negotiating table?
We have gone to, what negotiating table are we not at? The last one we went to, I think, was a setup where the president pounded as he gave himself.
The bank is holding your money hostage.
In our homeland,
What do you owe them money? Do you owe the bank?
Congress for a steel barrier between the ports of entry to fund more agents, beds, medical supplies, and technology, and to close the ridiculous and dangerous immigration loopholes that no country in the world has but us. The federal government remains shut down because congressional Democrats refuse to approve border security. We're going to have border security. It's going to be tight. It's going to be strong. We're going to let people into our country gladly, but they're going to come in legally. That includes for the farmers who need help and for others. But we are going to have powerful, strong border security.
This game of chicken made even more intense as a smug and arrogant Pelosi thought she could tell the President of the United States to take a time out on his upcoming State of the Union speech by either rescheduling or handing in his speech, like a fourth-grade essay.
The date of the State of the Union is not a sacred date. It's not constitutionally required. It's not a president's birthday. It's not anything. It is a date that we agreed to. It could have been the week later.
If the president comes back to you and says, no, I want to give the State of the Union at the Capitol on the date we agreed to, what will you do then? Will you allow it to go forward?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. These workers make a difference in the lives of the American people.
I can't believe Nazi Pelosi's Speaker of the House.
Officials who will be protecting the president at the State of the Union address. As I've said to some of you, this is defined by the Secretary of Homeland Security as a national special security event. It means it's elevated to a place where the resources of the government are used to protect that event. And all that that implies in terms of security.
But Pelosi and company were quickly reminded of who they were dealing with, as they had scheduled yet another trip to globetrot while the shutdown lingers, this time going to Egypt, Afghanistan, and the globalist stronghold in Brussels. President Trump postponed their trip, writing, "Dear Madam Speaker, due to the shutdown,
I read that on the
inform
internet.
you that your trip to Brussels, Egypt, and Afghanistan
I read
has
that
been
on the internet. I
postponed.
laughed my ass
I also
off.
feel that during this period it would be better if you were in Washington negotiating with me and joining the strong border security movement to end the shutdown. Obviously, if you would like to make your journey by flying commercial, that would certainly be your prerogative. Sincerely, Donald Trump." And I can imagine that the last thing the troops in Afghanistan want to see is the Democrats.
Let's have a good time. When I took office, you know it better than anybody in the world, our military was very tired. It was very depleted. I won't even tell you the things that some of our great generals were telling me. And now it's being rebuilt at a rapid rate, and very shortly will be more powerful than ever before. And that's the way it has to be.
Of course, the Democrats took a nice trip around the block on a bus before they were fully informed that they weren't going anywhere on the taxpayers' dime. Representative
Oh, sorry, looks like we had a little bit of a technical malfunction there, but you can see that full video by John Bound on Infowars.com. It's called Shutdown Showdown. Does a great job of going through exactly what has been going on with the shutdown over the last few days. Now, on the other side of this next break, I'm going to play a very, very important video
He's a good guy,
by
isn't he?
Joey Gibson talking about
Maybe you know
what is
something
going
I don't.
on with some
He's always been
protesters
cool to me.
up in Vancouver, Washington, that really, once again, illustrates just the level of civil war that we are currently involved in. I mean, people don't even realize that literally going on right now is a civil war between patriotic Americans and everyone else, okay? Everyone else that would destroy them, bring them down, and try to just crush the patriots in order to crush America. But of course, the whole showdown is about illegal immigration. And just to re-go over this story from yesterday, man 19 detained on immigration concerns, wanted in 4 Nevada murders. It's a 19-year-old Ernesty Martinez Guzman, who was arrested Saturday afternoon and has been credibly linked to 4 murders. So 4 murders by this illegal immigrant who smirks in his arrest photo there. And then in addition to that, of course, we have last week, illegal alien with 8 re-entry violations, caught with $850,000 of meth and cocaine in their car. So a man is arrested with $850,000 in drugs and had already been deported 8 times. 8 times, ladies and gentlemen. This man had been deported lawfully, and just understand what that means. That means he'd been arrested. The police had risked their lives to arrest this guy. They put him in jail. We pay for him to be in jail. We pay for him to get a lawyer. We pay for his judge. We pay for the deportation. We fly him back over to Mexico. We drop him off there, and then he just wanders right back in. Because why not? Because there's nothing there stopping him. So 8 times this man has been deported already. Now, if you go to some of the people who calculate this sort of thing, you find that every deportation costs an average of a little over $10,000. So that means that this man who'd been deported 8 times has cost the American taxpayer somewhere in the realm of $80,000 to $100,000 just in deportation funds. You know, just in money needed to deport this guy. And then he comes back in with nearly $1 million worth of cocaine and meth. This is unsustainable. This is ridiculous. Are we a real country or not? Are we a serious nation or not? If not, then why don't we just collapse into anarchy, and we'll see, you know, we'll go ahead and just do straight up the strongest survive, dog eat dog.
What kind of name was that?
Let's just go full bore, you know.
Who the hell is that? Fucking
Mad Max style on everybody. And then we'll have a nice reset, and then we'll refound the nation. We can do that. Or we can just be a serious nation, enforce our laws, punish lawbreakers, deport illegal immigrants, and get back on track before we go down the road of civil war. I'm open to either one.
They decided to come in here.
I'm just sick of this in-the-middle nonsense where we pretend to be a country, we pretend to hold elections, nothing ever changes, the criminals are allowed to go free, the traitors that are in the upper echelons of our country are allowed to openly just traitorously bring down our country from inside the halls of power. I'm sick of this. It will not last. It will not continue. I mean, talk about Mad Max. I have so many stories, folks, to go through over the next hour. When we get back from on the other side of this commercial break, I'm going to go straight to this video. We won't even be able to fit all of it in, but I'll come in at the very end and tell you where to find it. This will be Joey Gibson talking about what's happening in Washington.
Raza.
And I got stuff to say about that, but I'll let the video do the talking. But just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, I have so many stories. We got Israel and Iran bombing each other and threatening to wipe each other off the face of the earth. We have top DOJ recently admitted to helping keep opioid executives from prison. We have tech writers suggesting that the 10-year challenge may be collecting data for facial recognition algorithm. We got acid attacks in London. We got the court confirming that Planned Parenthood does, in fact, sell baby body parts. Yes, folks, we've been right all the time. Why do you keep being surprised?
Imagine if InfoWars hadn't been here to expose global government, to expose their plan to implode national sovereignty and nations' borders. Imagine if the lights had been turned off all those years and the incredibly important topics we talk about hadn't been discussed. But it's because of you doing that over the years that we're here. And that's not some platitude. That's not some pat on the back. That is the humble recognition that you are the C on which all of us sail. I'm the sea, you're the sea.
I gotta go
I'm the
clean
wind.
off my car eventually.
You're the wind. We are all the sails together in this. But if you hadn't resonated with what we talked about and what we did, if you hadn't prayed for us and spread the word and supported us, we wouldn't be here. If you hadn't been faithful in our shared destiny together, we wouldn't have already had these successes in nationalism exploding across the world.
Yeah, I figured
and
I'd
all the
troll
incredible
back,
positive things happening that have unfolded. But because of you, we've done that. There's an equation. If you spread the word about InfoWars, and the articles, the videos, the links, we get around the enemy. And if you fund the information we're producing, it all comes together. But it comes down to that, chicken or the egg. If you don't fund the seed money to keep InfoWars on the air and to fight against the fake lawsuits and the attacks of Soros and Hillary and others, we won't have the information to put on air for all of you to spread. So each one is just as important. But the most critical point the enemy understands is cutting the funding off. They don't want to have us be live on air while all this unfolds.
Cancer nipples.
They don't want to have us be here while the globalists push their entire world government agenda and everything we've talked about comes true. They don't want us here where they try to assassinate nationalist and populist leaders and while they overrun Christian countries with radical Islamicists. They want us off the air. And that's why I am in your hands, you're in my hands. If I give up, if I back down, if I waver, it's a big victory for the globalists. And if you back down, if you waver, it's a big victory for them as well. It's truly a life and death struggle. So all I'm going to say in closing is this. Our destinies are bound forever. And doing something this epic almost feels sick to say, hey, come give me your money. But you've seen what I've done with your money. I have waged war fearlessly and tirelessly. I have dominated globalists. I have overrun their emplacements. We have spread the message of liberty in 1776 worldwide, and we are committed to that destiny. And so with pride, I tell you, financially support us. Any other war chief in a fight for freedom will just say, support me, give me the funding now. I say, get products of the best out there. Win-win situation, fund us, and we're unstoppable together. If we don't do that, there's no future, and we have no shared destiny. I'm very sad that Super Male Vitality, our flagship product, is no longer available when this sells out because we can't get the wild crafted herbs. The process it goes through is so organic, like making of wine, that it can't be produced anymore. So that's why it's the last run. It's available 50% off, even though it's our last run, InfoWarsStore.com, because I want you to experience it before it's gone. But whatever you do, pray for InfoWars, spread the articles, spread the links, spread the videos, because without you, we are going to basically be destroyed. But with your support, together we all go into the future. Whatever you do, just remember that the power of you via word of mouth, speaking out and taking action, is the most powerful thing in the universe next to God. And for your support and your undying prayers, I thank you and I salute you. But more importantly, we are bound and I love you. So thank you.
You're listening to The David Knight Show.
My name is Joey Gibson. I'm the founder of Patriot Prayer, and this is probably the most important video I've ever made in my entire life. This man right here in the blue truck, his name is Billy Wilson, and he was leaving a Patriot Prayer rally. It was his first rally he's ever been to in his entire life. He's a normal, conservative, God-fearing American who believes in freedom, and he wanted to hear what people had to say. He was exercising his First Amendment right. And in Vancouver, Washington, he was leaving the rally, and he was attacked. He was assaulted, he was threatened, and he had his life in danger. And he had to flee the scene, much like several other people did that day. This man right here, this prosecuting attorney, this man who is a far-left liberal, graduated from Portland State University, he is charging him and trying to get him 4 years for trying to escape from a mob. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that? What he's trying to do is he's trying to play the political game. He wants Vancouver, Washington to turn into another Portland, Oregon. You guys see what happened in Portland, Oregon? They get to attack motorists and get away with it and nobody gets arrested. This is exactly what he's doing. Not only is he not arresting the criminals, he is going after the man who was attacked.
My car's somewhere in there. Oh no. Antifa's coming up. They're going up next to the car and surrounding it.
Well, the Nazis were Jesus Christ, right?
So as you can see, these guys are already harassing him. They're spitting on his truck before he had even left the parking lot. But the thing is, I want you guys to watch is how much hate and how much these people are harassing others who are also leaving the rally. These criminals who are threatening to kill these people and literally assaulting them.
We're seeing hundreds, at least dozens, if not hundreds, of Antifa members threaten and follow people wearing MAGA hats or just traditional patriots.
You're not wanted in this country! Where do you want to go back to? The America of segregation? The American genocide? There's more of us than there is of you, motherfuckers! Take down patriots!
There's just a little pop.
Take down patriots! Take down patriots!
Alright, so there's just a pop, and now it looks like Antifa is giving chase to these guys. They might not be, though. There's media here.
I hate you! I hate you too, you
I'm the cameraman.
Yeah, I hate you! Look at my face! Dox me!
I'm not doxing you. I'm not a whatchamacallit.
And you're wearing it!
So here you see a guy who's wearing a helmet. He's got punched in the face. He gets punched again. People pushing him from behind, pushing him from the side, and just literally just assaulting. There's one guy kicking him on the back. One guy in a group of about a dozen Antifa members, and he's just taking the beating, just not responding. He's wearing a helmet. They're putting their hands on him, shoving him, kicking him, punching him in the face right there. He's just walking, just continues to walk. Where are the police? Why are they not here? Why are they not stopping these masked thugs from destroying the rights of their fellow Americans? What is going on here, folks? Keep it up.
We're not allowed to say what we want to do because the cops will arrest us for medicine. 100 Nazi scouts! Yo, that's right, I want to take your
They continue to follow him. The Patriots are bothering nobody, just continuing to walk. They're being followed, they're being threatened, they're being harassed, they're being physically attacked. The police are nowhere to be found. The Patriots aren't even responding.
So this is the first car that they attack, and of course, he also speeds off. But for whatever reason, the prosecuting attorney decides not to press any charges on this guy.
So they surround a small red car and they're bashing its windows. This guy drives away. Now we see the truck that we saw in the beginning of the video. They're hitting it, they're attacking it, they dent
So
it.
you'll see right here, this is the first charge that he gets because he puts it in reverse and gets out of there because he's being attacked. As you can see in the red circle, there's just one example where the car's been hit. They're throwing rocks at him and they're hitting him with metal objects.
So he throws it in reverse and tries to back up to get out of the way. They continue to chase him. They continue to chase this car. It's covered in American flags. They continue to throw things at him. Continue to harass and taunt him.
out the road!
They're literally running after his car, trying to chase him down. So he puts it in drive, and starts to drive
now,
forward.
This is the second charge that he gets for pulling forward when they're attacking him. He's simply just trying to get out there. As you can see, the red circle with the arrow, there's a foot that you can see. And apparently this is the girl that he almost ran over. But if you take a look, you can see how far away she is, that they're not even close. He never even put her life in danger. He's simply just trying to get out there to protect both his property and his life.
So he tries to drive away, and another car pulls in front of him and makes him stop. Everybody starts cheering. There's a sign that says "No more hate," despite the fact they're literally saying I hate you" to the people that are filming. So this car that pulls in front of the truck and stops is actually a police officer who now pulls the guy out of the truck and arrests him. You have people with bats. In this video right here, I can see people with bats. They were attacking his car. Now they're approaching. There's one police officer standing against the mob, trying to push him back. And again, we see the same video replayed. He's nowhere near hitting anybody. He's just trying to get away, and the police stop him from getting away. And another police officer pulls up behind and actually gets one of the flags from his motorcycle ripped off, and now they're tearing up the flag. I mean, our streets are being overtaken by masked thugs, and the police are arresting their victims. This is what you're seeing, folks. And if you can't see it, if you're on radio, go to Infowars.com to watch this video, watch this segment, and you will see we have masked rioters, Antifa, anti-American, communist, anarchist agitators, and violent thugs attacking Americans, and the American patriots being arrested. They're trying to get away. You see him stomping on the American flag, tearing up the American flag.
A bunch of criminals running around, taking over the streets, blocking traffic, attacking motorists, attacking citizens, and stealing property. And they're the ones that are not in jail. The person who they're trying to put into jail is the man who was a victim, a man who's trying to escape from their violence. This is the point that I'm trying to make. They want to build another Portland, Oregon here in Vancouver, Washington, simply by charging a conservative who wanted to exercise in his First Amendment right, who was a victim to the violence of these far-left criminals.
There's the guy being arrested. Hey, get back! Being put in the back of the unmarked police car that pulled in front of his truck to stop him from escaping. These police are just as culpable, just as responsible for this situation as these masked thugs. They're not putting them in their place. They're not exercising the rule of law like they've been charged with doing.
The driver of this truck sped by the marchers in the street, forcing them to scatter. Vancouver police tell us the driver was not arrested because there's evidence he was possibly under attack and feared for his safety. Vancouver police are thankful nobody was hurt.
All said, had a great potential to be something very dangerous, but ended up being a successful event from my point of view.
Oh, very successful event from the chief of police. You can pull it down. So this guy, prosecuting attorney Tony Golick, is the one now trying to put that driver of that truck into jail for 4 years. So he was arrested by the police, but he wasn't actually placed under arrest. But he was detained for a little while. But he was not arrested because the police say, well, he was in danger. He was being attacked. Yeah, it seemed like that from all the video footage that we were seeing. But now this prosecuting attorney wants to put this man in jail for 4 years for trying to get away from Antifa. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen, that we are under globalist occupation? America is now under globalist occupation from globalist forces that will crush the American people on behalf of the socialists. I cannot say enough nice things about super male vitality right here. I actually have 3 of them on my desk. This is my favorite. It's heartbreaking that it's going away, I really think. I mean, really, it's true. Ever since I've tried these 2 here, I've also got another one sitting here. Alpha Power, Super Male Vitality. They have given me the energy that I did not have. I mean, my God, I didn't realize how little I was doing before. With these 2 here, I have the energy to go to the gym at the end of a long day of working. At the end of doing a broadcast, I have the energy to go to a gym. And frankly, I really think this is better than anything you're going to get in a store. It's heartbreaking that Super Male Vitality is about to go away. And again, it's just because you can't find the herbs and you don't want to sell us crap. But that's what it's all about. This is the real deal. You take 2 droplets of this a couple times a day, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I'm a man again. I have all the power that a steady diet of soy fed through government schools robbed me of. It's back. So between that, I've got my X2 right here. Everything else I've tried, I have a filter in my house, a water filter I just bought for my family. Everybody loves everything in the InfoWars store. Everything is very reasonably priced. You're supporting the show. You're supporting the InfoWar. And really, as conservatives, who are you going to give your money to? Are you going to go to the supplement store and give it to somebody who probably advertises on Roku, or are you going to give your money directly to Alex Jones? It's an easy choice, I think.
These are exciting times we live in, and yes, super male vitality for female vitality is an aging process. It's cold pressed. It takes 3 to 4 times more of the herbs to do it, and it's super, super strong for libido, stamina, energy. When I first heard about it like 6-7 years ago that it was being developed, and I actually tried it, I was like, okay, this is actually works. But I mean, I lost 60-70 pounds with the X2 and with the super male vitality. I've gained a few pounds back because I barely work out anymore. And if I wasn't taking it and I wasn't taking the X2 and X3, I would definitely be pushing 300 pounds right now. So get your super male vitality. The final run, unless me squeezing them makes it down on the price. So get it today while you still can.
You're listening to The David Knight Show. Defending the American dream. It's The David Knight Show.
The third hour of the David Knight Show begins now. Harrison Smith sitting in once again for David Knight. Halfway through this hour at the 10:30 mark Central Standard Time, I will be joined by Jacob Ingalls to discuss the events in Florida this last week, over the weekend with the Women's March. Before that, I will be going to the video that was produced here at InfoWars of the Women's March with Owen Schroyer being sexually assaulted and just physically assaulted during the Women's March. We'll be going to that in the next segment. We'll be talking about Kamala Harris as she announces her run for presidency, as well as some of these other top stories, top headlines that I haven't been able to get to yet. But first, here's that video of a recap of Nancy Pelosi's really bad week last week.
I'm streaming.
Nancy Pelosi is having a pretty terrible week, but at least she deserves it. Nancy was flying high until Trump gave her one hell of a reality check yesterday. The Speaker of the House has been ridiculously rude to President Trump for the past 3 weeks that the government has been shut down. In previous years, Nancy has voted for and vocally supported a border wall.
Well, we have been on the same page on immigration reform. Our Democratic caucus has adopted certain principles that relate to securing our borders, enforcing our laws, protecting our workers.
But to literally no one's surprise, she now hates the idea for a wall and calls it immoral. Trump even called her out on it in his Oval Office address, and she responded in her "I'm a very disappointed mom" tone.
The president is rejecting these bipartisan bills which would reopen government over his obsession with forcing American taxpayers to waste billions of dollars on an expensive and ineffective wall.
She blamed Trump for the shutdown and pointed the finger when government workers started becoming upset that they weren't getting paid. Nancy very well knows a border wall needs to be built, but her illegal immigrant fan base won't vote for her again if she gives in. Earlier this week, Laura Loomer pulled the best stunt of the year, and it's only January. To prove the hypocrisy in Nancy's open border position, she hopped Nancy Pelosi's border wall at her California mansion with a caravan of illegal immigrants.
Nancy!
I reported and got deported at Nancy Pelosi's multi-million-dollar
California Vineyard. I'm so confused. I thought everyone was welcome here. The hilarious stunt was trending at #1 on Twitter and brought the whole country's attention to Nancy Pelosi's blatant hypocrisy on immigration. Ironically, police showed up to remove the caravan from Pelosi's property. I hesitate to believe that Nancy and the Democrats will be asking illegals to be removed from this country at any time soon. Then Pelosi urged President Trump to delay the State of the Union address until the government shutdown ends because there wouldn't be enough funding for security.
Okay, but why though?
And I hope to God she isn't going to have armed guards there to protect her. Nancy has disguised her desire for a delay over security concerns, but security officials have stated that they're fine, and Nancy will also be fine. One Department of Homeland Security official told Fox News that not one person from the Democratic congressional leadership has asked the Secret Service if they were able to provide adequate security even though they wouldn't be paid. This goes to show Nancy is not concerned about security. She just wants to be a pain in Trump's ass. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say she and Chuck can't defend their open border policies, and they're scared to try to rationalize it to the whole country. But things got really bad for Nancy when she was on her way to catch a flight to Europe, only to learn that President Trump canceled her trip. That's right. The troll-in-chief gave absolutely no dams and canceled Nancy's flight because she asked him to cancel the State of the Union address. In his letter to Pelosi, Trump called the trip a public relations event and said, "I also feel that during this period, it would be better if you were here in Washington negotiating with me and joining the strong border security movement to end the shutdown. Obviously, if you would like to make your journey by flying commercial, that would certainly be your prerogative." Poor Nancy was then subjected to a world of memes and ridicule after Trump one-upped her. Nancy was probably so thrilled to win back her position as a Speaker of the House. But just 3 weeks into the new year, I bet she's already left wishing she didn't. She's in for a really rough...
Because we need border security. We have to have it. Should have happened 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
Funny to me.
And it's going to happen now. Going to happen now. Thank you very much, everybody.
Funny to me.
Enjoy your food.
There's the juxtaposed of golden candlestick holders with candles and then all this fast food. Trump is ridiculous. He's the ultimate Joker card. But meanwhile, he says, we've got burgers stacked a mile high. They spin it that he's lying when it's a figure of speech.
And I didn't see anybody complaining when Barack Obama was spending $65,000 on hot dog dinners. Nobody cared to mention that in the mainstream press or ridicule him. And Obama always made a big deal of going out for fast food, or the press did at least when he did.
Oh, it's well known. Trump likes tacos, and Obama likes wieners.
Borderlands. You getting some breakfast?
In a world of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And now, the David Knight Show.
Did you just grab my dick? Is that sexual assault? Is that sexual assault?
Yes.
So you just sexually assaulted me?
I did assault
you.
you.
Should you be arrested?
Arrest me.
Well, I'm not going to arrest you.
There are police officers right here. But
so look at this. Women have so much privilege, she can sexually assault me and get away with it.
This is Owen Schroyer for the Bernie Sanders 2020 coalition, and I'm live at the Women's March in Washington, D.C. Excuse me, sir. What brought you out here today?
I'm here for the march.
Just here for the march? What do you think needs to be done about Trump colluding with Russia?
I think it needs to be fully investigated. Robert Mueller's got to finish it.
So here's the sign. It's very clever. Investigate Trump's ties, and then there's ties. Why do you think Trump should be impeached, ma'am?
Well, where can I begin? Just about everything he's done since he's been inaugurated.
2020! Fight the patriarchy! Bernie 2020! Fight the patriarchy! Can anybody tell me why Trump should be impeached? Anybody? Can anybody tell me why President Trump should be impeached? Any volunteers? Any volunteers? One reason why Trump should be impeached. Can you tell me why Trump should be impeached?
Because he's incompetent, because he's anti-woman.
Is America great?
When was it? Point.
It's fake news, everybody! It's fake news! The fake news media! It's the fake news media!
Fake news media!
Units! We can make units!
So you assume that Trump is a misogynist, so you're out here marching. President Trump has appointed more women to his administration than any president in U.S. history.
He also is assaulted. He's also...
Who is he assaulted?
He's probably assaulted a lot of women.
Oh, probably. Now it's probably?
It's not probably. I'm not saying. I'm saying he has assaulted a lot of women. We know that.
Who? What women?
He's grabbed a lot of women pussies.
Donald Trump has...
He's grabbed a lot of women
are,
pussies.
like, fostering this rape culture that we're talking about and that are
He
oppressive.
be out there assaulting all kinds of pretty ladies, all kinds of models.
Like, I
He
think
just grabbing their pussy and shit. It's bullshit.
That's a horrible statement. I'm sure you don't endorse that statement as an intellectual being.
I mean, the guy's having a conversation and talking. Yeah, I don't endorse the statement, but it's really a minor issue.
A minor? I think the instance in itself could be considered a minor issue.
So if our president can grab a woman by the pussy, I can grab you by the balls.
She just grabbed my dick. Is that sexual assault? Is that sexual assault?
Yes.
So you just sexually assaulted me?
I did assault
Should you be arrested?
Arrest me.
I'm not going to arrest you.
There are police officers right here. But
so look at this. Women have so much privilege, she can sexually assault me and get away with it. If I did that to her, I'd get arrested.
I just told you. If you want to go ahead, there are police right here.
I'm not complaining. You're the one that walked up and grabbed my crotch.
Yeah, because I'm fighting for equality here.
How so?
I'm fighting for equality by grabbing men's cocks. We need more equality.
Who do you think has sexually assaulted more women than any other president in the history of the United States?
Bill Clinton?
Bill Clinton has sexually assaulted more women.
Yeah, he settled multiple rape cases.
I walked straight up to that
Really?
girl.
His wife, huh?
I just started grabbing
He sexually assaults his wife.
You can't do anything. It's equality.
Wow.
You got one, I got one.
So you guys still haven't named one woman Trump has assaulted. That's what are you talking about?
Have you ever seen the photos of him with his daughter?
Have you seen the videos of Joe Biden groping children?
Yeah, no.
What's that?
Are you real?
Are you real? What are you doing out here?
Trying to convince you that you're crazy.
All right, go ahead and try. Yeah.
So InfoWars is known to, spread a lot of misinformation. Do you think that's the best way to kind of?
Go ahead and what are a couple examples?
I mean, it's just kind of known that Alex Jones pushes.
So give us some examples.
Alex Jones, I mean, every day in the show pushes false.
Can you give me an example, please?
He pushes, Sandy Hook.
You are a white man. You are a white man. Until you know, I'm not done. And that's all that we're asking for is women that get raped, the men are held accountable for.
I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
But
see, that's the So why does me wearing this hat have anything to do with that?
It represents hate.
How so?
How so?
Okay, that's it.
White guy. You're white too.
Yeah, well, I recognize my friend.
Why does everyone hate me for being a white male? It seems weird.
Wow.
White person is just as bad as being racist toward a black person. Don't be racist.
How is asking someone to recognize their privilege racist?
Because you're singling this man out because he's white.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, why don't you hate me?
Because you support Trump.
Hey, why don't you guys like Trump?
Why don't I?
Yeah.
Because he's an asshat.
How so?
Nothing.
Do you guys think Trump should be in jail? Huh? You think Trump should be in jail?
Trump going.
You think he's going to jail?
Just a matter of time.
For what?
For all the stupid stuff he's doing.
So you say that it was Barack Obama that's responsible for the great economic growth?
Yeah.
Even though Obama specifically said that it's impossible to do unless you have a magic wand.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
He had a big stack of all the regulations, and he literally cut it. So he got rid of all these regulations. So the coal plants and the coal mines reopened, the steel factories reopened, the manufacturing industry skyrocketed.
He did all that in a year. He did all that in a year.
Yeah.
He did all that in a year.
Yes.
How did he do all that in a year?
I told you, he got rid of all the regulations at the EPA.
Wait, what? He did all that in a year?
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
He didn't do it. He didn't do that in a year. He didn't do that. Nah, he didn't do that in a year.
But he did.
Nah, he did. He don't do that.
Okay. Why? Why?
Because he's hateful.
Why?
He out there grabbing pussies and shit.
He's a pussy grabbing thief. Have you ever had a wife who's had somebody touch her? Because that's who you fucking voted for, is a pussy grabbing president. He admitted he grabbed the pussy. Did you watch the video? I'm just pointing out that you are nothing. Like this. You're like this.
I'm nothing.
With your hate.
Who are you?
With your hate. You know who I am? I'm a woman that's here to tell you that love is greater than hate. That my power lies in your weakness.
You look pretty hateful.
You are a teeny, tiny...
Exactly. You're the hateful one.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, that's so loving of you.
Isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Can I explain it to you, you piece of nitwit?
Well, let's. But I think we can one up.
You should have been aborted. Guess what you are? A piece of shit. Yeah, piece of...
They have not one coherent argument. It's just insults and bullshit.
Because I was born here.
What if it's so bad? Why don't you leave?
Because I'm not old enough?
You're a fucking piece of
I'm not hearing it. One more time. What is it? So you admit you're a hater?
Oh, yeah. I admit it.
Yeah, you guys are all haters.
Yeah.
Thank you for admitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are haters.
Walk in my shoes. Walk in my shoes.
No, I don't want to live a life of hate.
Well, that's your problem.
I had a chance to stay at the end of the march over there for a couple minutes. At the end of our conversation,
Oh
I
my
told
God,
her
this is
that
amazing.
Trump knows who she is and that we are coming for her. And I would like to sum up the Women's March here in D.C. of 2019 with 2 words for you, sir. Toxic feminism.
Yeah, big time.
And with that,
big time.
we sign off. For Infowars.com, this is Owen Schroyer.
Fucking
Toxic
punch.
feminism.
I would
Wow.
punch every
Ladies
single
and
woman in the
gentlemen,
face there. I'd be like, what the
unpleasant
fuck
group
is your
of people.
problem?
What an absurd display
You're making the rest of us look like fucking
that those women,
assholes.
That's half the people that
Shut
let us
the
observe.
fuck up is
And
what I tell
I'd like
them
to
all.
the
Go
most
deal with your own
important quote
life.
from that entire
God damn.
segment was where the woman that Owen is talking to says,